First moto went great. I got a great start, got the whole shot.
Came off the line really good. It was Davey out front and me and Bo side by side.
Kind of scoped out a good line for the start, more towards the inside because I figured everybody pushed wide.
And Bo ended up getting on the inside of me in the next turn. And I was running in third for a couple laps.
First moto, I got a pretty bad start. Came around the first turn about 5th or 6th. And the track is pretty tough to pass on, so I knew I had my work cut out for me.
We had a big battle going on. There were 5 of us, J-Row, Dustin Nelson, Dylan Dixon, all of us.
I think it was like the 3rd or 4th lap, Dustin got by me on the inside. I made a mistake.
There was a really rough section coming down out of the first turn and leading up to a kind of a tricky little right-hand turn tabletop. And I just caught a bump wrong and had a big crash.
Dustin ended up pitching himself off the side of the bike, and I got back into 3rd. Not the way I want to do it, especially against the boss man.
I came over one of the rollers and there was no flagger letting me know that Dustin had crashed, I guess. And then Dylan Dixon plowed into him and I plowed straight into Dylan. And
it definitely hurt. I was having some trouble trying to get myself up and get back on the bike. The bike was super damaged. We ruined a set of bars, and I got up and I knew I just had to keep going. I had to just make to the end of the race.
I tried to hang with Davey. He pulled away from me a little bit, and I tried to save some energy till like the last couple laps, and I tried to pour it on, and he just went faster, and he stayed ahead of me.
Won the first moto and Bo right behind me, so I knew that the second moto was gonna, it was whoever won that was gonna get the overall. Second moto did not get a good jump. Still ended up, I think, 3rd off the start, right behind Nelson.
I spent a lot of time on my gate, packing it down. I wasn't completely on the inside, but I was more towards the inside, and I packed and I packed and I packed, and I came off the line really well.
Came around the first turn right next to Bo Barron, who had the whole shot. Slotted in a second. I held Davey off for a couple laps and felt good about that, but those guys obviously had more pace than me today, especially when I was beat up.
He went wide around one of the sweepers and I just kind of cut in and then took his line and got in front of him, and then from there on I just gave it my all and tried to catch up to Bo.
Second moto, I turned it all around, got kind of a crappy start. I picked my way through everybody. I got past Dylan Dixon, made a move on Tanner Gimperl, I came into him and kind of pushed him up over the berm. I don't think I pushed him all the way, but I had to do it. That was the only way I could get past him. There was nowhere else in the entire course to really make a pass. So
then before I knew it, Davey was reeling me in, and I just tried to ride as smooth and consistent as I could.
We battled the whole time. We were inches away the whole entire moto.
2 laps in a row, he showed me a wheel kind of on the inside, like he was going to go inside, but then he fell back to the outside. And
you could tell it got in his head because the next lap or two, he went inside to try to block me, and I just had momentum around the outside. And we came out the same, but just barely pulled it out.
All in all, it was good. I'm happy I got a whole shot in the second moto. I'm glad Davey won, you know, I mean, if I didn't. So it was a pretty good day. I'm bummed for Nelly. He crashed pretty hard in Moto 1, and I hope he gets better so we can battle.
I think I'm going to come out here with 3rd overall today, which would be a massive bonus after that huge crash in the first moto. So give me, you know, some hope and some drive to come back at the next round and get back up there with Davey and Bo.